driver in the Colt Miller JCM Motorsports, that team based in Birmingham, Alabama. That will be Brenden Smith. Brenden Smith, former Lucas Oil regular, the Yellow Hammer Neon Bubbles Car Wash 19M. He is out of Dade City, Florida. We got our first one into the wall tonight, and that's going to be Brenden Smith.
Yeah, that right front tire, they have them towed out anyway. That one's really towed out. We're got some work to do to get ready for All-Star Performance qualifying coming up in just a little bit.
We'll have about 8 minutes or so, we was told a little bit earlier by Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series Director Rick Schwally, about 8 minutes after hot laps before qualifying.
Brenden ate shit in turn 2 as soon as we went green during hot laps. They are changing the upper, the lower, the spindle. The entire right front suspension is pretty much kaput. So the guys are working on getting that swapped out. We are luckily one of the last ones to go out for qualifying, so we should have plenty of time to get it done.
Get it fixed?
He did. Yes, he did.
He did. He is in the Colt Miller JCM Motorsports Rocket, J. Dickens, Yellow Hammer Construction, Base Fuels, Big Daddy's Cattle, the Mercantile, Wicks Filters, and Neon Bubbles Car Wash 19M.
Like Clay went in there like that, he like entered the started the fuck out of it, parted and just dead push. Ah! But you hit like
I just need to trust it a little bit more.
Huh?
I just need to trust it a little bit more there. I felt pretty good. I felt pretty stuck. I definitely could have been on it a little harder down there at 3 and 4. I tried to like make sure I got it as hard as I did.
It still steers fine and everything.
Yeah. I just didn't want to drive on the fence again.
What do you feel like we're gonna need right here? We're gonna need to probably go ahead and tighten up a little
yeah,
more.
we probably could go ahead and take a little bit more of that left rear front. That'll help us like getting out of the corner. Still down here, even that first lap where I hit it, arced it out, was able to drive back across. It kind of hates the tires, even in that brown, leaving off of like all down the back straightaway. And I think that'll help it where it just stays traction up all the way to the next corner.
Right.
There's still so much brown down there in 3 and 4. You can about just hold it wide open.
That's going to put us starting 6th in Heat 4, and the top 3 will transfer.
This heat race lineup, Simpson Race Products heat race number 4.
it needs help, like the left rear fucking driving the car up.
Yeah, probably could use the left rear more than the right front, really. Because it steers in pretty good.
You got side bite?
Yeah. Except, I mean, obviously you're not going to have no side bite if you're not all the way against the bottom or all the way against the top. But
Right.
I feel like I can't really do nothing down here. There's not really much top left down here at 1 and 2 to get around. Just, I can play that bottom really good. I can hit that every lap. I just got to be able to get to it. But I'm way better around the top in 3 and 4, so.
That right front steers better?
Yeah. It's definitely a better right front. It actually gets down on it and like steers.
But the
off
right
the
rear
corner.
still feels fine. That right rear.
Yeah,
feels
right
good.
rear feels good.
So we just need to work on our balance here.
Yeah.
Hey, look. Hey, tough. What do you want up?
Left rear.
2, and we'll have all the preliminaries in the books.
Well, you know what that means. 10 cars. We'll go 10 laps then. Final prelim of the night. UNOHB main number 2. 10 laps. Top 3 race their way in.
Brenden finished his heat in 7th. We started the B main in 6th and finished in 6th. We're going to use an emergency provisional to enter the feature. All right, it's the next day now. We did not do our interview the night of. We had a very rough day yesterday. We started out in hot laps, going into turn 2 as soon as we went green. Tell us a little bit about what happened.
Yeah, you got to be on it all night so you can see what you got. Didn't turn in turn 1, hit the wall in turn 2. So kind of part of it. Definitely not the first time I've done that here. Probably won't be the last time. Hopefully the last time of the weekend though.
The guys did a really good job of that turnover between hot laps and qualifying. What all did they change out there?
Upper control arm, spindle, lower control arm, shock, tie rod. Pretty much the whole right front suspension was junk. So changed all that out. Had to put a brake line on, some other little stuff. Car felt pretty good in qualifying. We were decent. Then we just missed it a little bit in the heat race, and we were decent in the B main. Just didn't have a couple of restarts go our way. Got in off a provisional. We're pretty decent around the bottom. Got stuck on the outside late on a couple of restarts and got shuffled back to the back again. And so hopefully we're just all around better tonight. We just got to be more balanced in the slick. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Going into that feature, we put a 2. No, we put a 3 on the right rear, right? We probably should have did a 2 maybe. Is that what we're going to do tonight?
Yeah, for sure. I think we're pretty much going to run a 2 till we blow out from now on until we start having problems. We're just going to put the soft tire on till it's a problem. So
that's right. We'll get it figured out. Tonight's going to be a better night.
That's for sure.
There's a 19M car, the new driver in that JCM Motorsports Colton Miller-owned car. That'll be Brenden Smith. Brenden Smith out of Dade City, Florida. The DriveBarstow.com. I needed to add that one, right?
Yes.
Also, Yellow Hammer Design, and of course, one of our favorites, Neon Bubbles Car Wash, 19M.
Up a little speed, it's like your corner entry compared to like Overton. He's right behind you. Like he's going in probably a car length and a half deeper than you, and he's almost a little more crooked. I mean, what did it feel like right there?
I felt like that was a little snug across the center still. So kind of dragging the brakes a little bit longer, keep it steering. And then we just don't have nothing really leaving, but I don't know if anybody really has anything leaving. So, I mean, it's hard to tell really in that. I just feel like we're a little snug in the center still. But like the second lap, I just drug the brakes to the center, and it just stayed steering.
Feel like it's more in the right front, not wanting to turn down, or so this probably can be softer. It probably never hits the ground.
Softer. That's what I feel like I'm having to drag the brakes just because that keeps it on the right front steering. Like I'm not on them very hard. I'm just probably dragging them, and I'm quarter throttle.
What's that left rear feel like compared to yesterday?
It feels like it makes like the corner entry, like it asses out a little easier, versus like just wanting to make the circle straight with that, like it was yesterday. Feels like it kind of goes down there and rotates a little easier off the left rear, like it unhinges. But it's just so hard. Like I don't think anybody's got anything leaving right now. But that's like if we could get it to leave, we could kill them. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Yeah, we needed to restrict it to. I only turned 8100 because I'm barely in the gas.
Let's see what Brenden Smith can do. He's out of Dade City, Florida. He is in the Colton Miller JCM Motorsports, that team based in Birmingham, Alabama. The Yellowhammer Design and Construction, DriveBarstow.com, Base Fuels, Big Daddy's Cattle, the Mercantile, Wicks Filters, Neon Bubbles, Car Wash. That's a Rocket, J. Dickens.
Just does not rotate.
On and off gas?
Yeah.
Like when you dump, it's automatic.
Automatic gets tight. And if I, instead of like, because whenever I dump the fuel, it just gets tight. The only way I can do it is by like holding it quarter throttle and holding the fucking brake pedal as hard as I can to get it down the corner.
Well, I mean, was that remote? Was that any better?
Oh, it's definitely better. It's just I can't stick the bottom in 1 and 2 to save my life at all. Like I can't get up off the corner.
Was that right? Was that a step in the right direction?
Yes,
like
I feel like that was a step in the right direction. We definitely were
so
better
like the whole
there.
right sides can probably still be fucking soft.
Yeah, like we gotta get fucking soft like East Bay, old East Bay soft.
I'm telling you.
That's how soft we need to be on the right side.
You say that hydraulic fifth coil needs to be on this thing to help lead?
Probably. It's got to have something to help it leave. It is a sitting duck up on the corner.
Let's get the right rear and right front off.
Brendan's going to be starting pretty deep and buried in heat 3. He's starting 8th, but the top 4 will transfer. 7th. That's going to put us starting 5th in the second B main, and the top 3 will transfer, so hopefully they can do some magic here and we can lock into this feature. We've made some adjustments to the shocks each time that we've come in. Brenden reports that it still feels like it's getting stuck going around the turns. So hopefully we'll figure it out for this B main. If we don't transfer in, we will not be using an emergency provisional tonight.
One more prelim on the agenda tonight, and that's going to be University of Northwestern Ohio B main number 2. This one's scheduled to have 11 cars, no more than 10 laps. Green flag's out and we're underway. They fire to the Ace Duran Hauling and Rigging starting zone. Top 3 transfer. RTJ gonna slide out front early in this one. Millwood second. And third on back up for grabs. Again, top 3 advance. 9 cars means we run 9 laps.
I feel like we need the left rear to move a little bit more. Just leaving.
Well, that thing there has got too tall of a spring on the top. I didn't have time to change it.
Yeah.
Put an 8-inch like this thing is. Because this fucking thing moves all around.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, we just need it to move around a little bit more and we'll be just fine. I don't know. It's so like this place is so weird. It's greasy slick. It's not like dry. We tested in dry slick. Then whenever we came here, we got here Wednesday or whatever, we tested in mud, like big cushion, wide open. This has been greasy slick. We haven't ran no laps in this shit since we came to Florida. So this is 100. Yeah, we'll be. I felt way better there. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. That's where we're starting there tomorrow. Yeah, like we were. If we'd have had that, I feel like in that heat race, we probably could have started a little bit better. We'd have started in a transfer spot. We'd have been fine.
I don't think anybody's going to pass 5 cars out there, but you passed a few.
We were close.
Yeah.
Not in that condition.
That'll be the fucking race. Yeah, just like round and
We were
round.
pretty close there. Like, I mean, I don't know. I didn't want to tear a race car up.
James Brenden Smith and the JCM Motorsports number 19M, the 20-year-old out of Dade City, Florida. Look at all these youngsters out there. Future of the sport looks bright.
You could just be a little softer on the right front wheel. I hit the brakes pretty hard and it never feels like it's close to bottoming out.
How's that right rear feel?
Feels good. It's really hooked up. Like just into it, like latched up all the way. Like I can enter in the corner hard and pick up fuel, and it just like latched up, drive right down the racetrack.
Brenden Smith and Nicole Miller, JCM Motorsports, that team based in Birmingham, Alabama. The Yellow Hammer Design and Construction, Batesville, Big Daddy's Catholic, Mercantile, Winsville, Disney, Bubbles, Car Wash, DriveBarStove.com, rocking with a J. Dickens for Brenden Smith.
Bogging the fucking motor down really bad. Like we'd gain a half second if it would stay wound up. It's like we enter the corner and I get on the brakes and I get turned I guess it back up, and it fucking get about halfway through the corner, and it just starts pulling the guts out the bottom of it. Oh, like it don't get it back till the flag stand. It don't stay wound up. I don't know. We only turned 8,700 RPM. Should be turning 9,000 in that.
You guys are talking about changing the gears before going out for the heat race, but ultimately, after reviewing the footage, we saw that the headers were getting really hot on camera. So we're making some adjustments to try and cool those headers off, and hopefully that'll give Brenden a little bit more speed. We are going to be starting 5th in our heat race, and the top 4 will transfer, so he's got a really good shot to make it in here. Hopefully these changes will make a recovery for the last couple nights.
As they come out of turn 4 at the Ace Duran hauling and rigging start zone for the Lucas Oil 8-Moto Dirt Series presented by Flow Racing. We're underway in heat number 2.
Gotta do something on that left front too, I think. Just fucking like the left front tire, it's just so squirrely as it's like trying to touch the racetrack. Like it's bouncing off the racetrack and it's fucking grabbing the steering wheel all different directions and shit. Like almost as if we could just keep the left front on the racetrack all the way around, we'd be fine. That's why it gets tight in the center, because I fuel up. And granted, it is laying on the right rear, that's why it's picking it up. But like, even if we didn't change the right rear, if we mess with that left front, we could get it to where it would just steer down through that center. It's so tight leaving on the throttle, just because that left front tire is up in the air.
We started our heat in 5th, we finished in 5th. Brenden said that it feels a lot better. BG's making some minor changes to the left front and right rear shock, and then we're going to be starting on the outside pole of the first B main, and they will take 3. If we don't make it in through the B main, there's a lot of guys ahead of us in points, so we'll get provisionals. We will not use an emergency provisional since we only get 2 for Speedweeks. So if we don't make it in, that's it. But he says it feels better, so hopefully this is it. We'll turn our left around here.
Brenden Smith on the outside, green waves in the Ace Duran starting zone.
9 cars, 9 laps, as you said, as they go into 1.
At the front of the field, Florida's own Brenden Smith trying to take the lead away from Shreveport, Louisiana's Clay Stuckey.
Rod injury.
Oh, man. Wow, dropping like flies in this first Fast Shafts B main. As we'll shuffle the running order again, so it'll be Brenden Smith, then Tyler Millwood, then Frank Heckenes Jr. now rounding out the top 3. We're back underway.
Well, Brenden Smith right there based on Cardinal points from last year, JCM Motorsports. Down the back straightaway, Tyler Millwood fires it out at 2 for the lead at 31. Well, it's an all SEC battle right there between Georgia and Florida off of turn 4. They're side by side, and the leader right there is still Brenden Smith with 4 to go, DJ. Final lap. It's all Brenden Smith right now, DJ, down the back straightaway.
Brenden Smith looking good out front, and that Colton Miller-owned GCM Motorsports 19M. That is second and third on the right side of your screen, and that's how they're going to finish. Brenden Smith will win Fast Shafts B Main 1. Row 5 in that Roger Sellers Double Down Motorsports 99. And on
Lincoln in North Carolina, his hometown.
Side in the Brad Spoke has 111, Centerville, Pennsylvania's Max Blair.
Row 8 will be Dylan McCowan.
Yellow lights turned off. Race car engineering pace truck in the infield. Green flag is going to fly in the Ace Duran hauling and rigging start zone.
That was in the right direction.
We got Crown Vic
think they're last. It's y'all, then straight to us.
Transition right here.